Hello, folks. It's Tyson coming to you again with another great learning resource that you can use or your students can use. And this is one that you may have heard about. Maybe you're already using it. It's called Khan Academy. It's at khanacademy.org. And the great thing about this is that it's a nonprofit organization and it is totally free. So you are able to sign up for this without any cost to you. And I really encourage you to sign up because that way your student can track their learning. It will keep track of what they've completed, what they still need to do, and they actually earn points and they can get awards for the work and learning that they're doing. So they can register as a learner, or in your case, you can register as a teacher or a parent. And let's look at some of the courses that we've got here. So on the top left, we can click the courses button. We've got math from grade 1 or pre-K all the way to grade 8. We have high school math. There's some science, arts and humanities, and reading and language arts. So in this video, we're going to look at the reading and language arts. And in the next one, we will look at the math over here. So let's check out the reading and language arts for 4th grade. We'll look at something in the middle here. Now you see that they are still developing this course, but it doesn't mean that your student can't get some great learning out of there. And there are 3 different sections or 3 units. So we've got superheroes, growth mindset, and journeys west. Let's check out the superheroes unit and see what it's all about. Okay, so we've got some different lessons here or different sections to this unit. First one is building knowledge. We've got close reading, informational text, close reading for fiction. So your student is learning 2 different skills here or a skill for different types of writing, very valuable. Then they're applying vocabulary knowledge and reading for understanding with drama and fiction, reading for understanding with informational text. So again, that's reading comprehension, but for 2 different types of writing. Very useful stuff. Okay, so let's start out with building knowledge. This is sort of an introduction to the unit. So we've got a welcome to the superheroes unit, and it tells us about what the students will be doing here so they can anticipate their learning. Tells the students or you how they will be doing that learning, watching videos, answering questions, learning new words. And a nice thing here is it's got an essential question here. That's always a great way to frame learning. If we are always keeping in mind what makes a superhero, if that's sort of the theme question for our learning, then we can keep referring back to that and adding to the answer for that question as we learn more. Okay, now we have some vocabulary that the students can learn. It's always a great idea to learn vocabulary beforehand. That way they're more likely to understand what they're reading as they are going through it. So we've got a handful of vocabulary words here. Great way to start. And then let's look at our first lesson or the first part of this unit here. So this is close reading for informational text. And these are 4 videos that are going to do some teaching so that our students can learn, and then they'll practice applying their learning with this section here. So let's check it out, this first video. Okay, so this video is teaching our students about summaries. It started partway through because I've started watching it before, but let's see what our next video is about here. So here's another fun video, and again, it started partway through because I've been watching it already. But these are great videos. They're not terribly long. This one's 5 minutes, and usually they're between 3 to 5 minutes, and it's great because they're more likely to hold our learners' attention for that shorter time span. And then we can check out the practice here. So with the practice, we've got instructions, read the passage, then answer the 2 practice questions. Some reading here. about different superheroes from different countries or different cultures, and then practice questions. This question has two parts, answer part A, then part B. So the student is going to need to choose one answer here, one answer there, and then they can check their answer, and there are four different questions or four sections for them to go through to practice their learning. So this is a really great skill for them, or a great way for them to learn about reading informational texts or nonfiction texts. We've got fiction reading here. These are all videos, but let's see what other reading we've got here for them to practice. Okay, so we're going to read the passage and then answer the practice question. So we've got a nice combination here of videos where they're listening and having a visual to understand and do some reading that way. And then these readings require them to read through, and then it checks their understanding of what they've read. Great stuff. Now, one thing to remember is that this is from the US, so it's based on American grade levels and American curriculum content, but it's still really valuable for us Canadians because we're building the same skills. So you may find in this case that some of the themes may be different than what your student is reading in their particular grade, but that's still applicable learning and great skill building for them to engage with. So a great tool for you to use. I hope this video was useful, and let's check out another one for a separate video where we'll talk about the math side of things. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.